Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash, and double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful like Akim, teaching and preaching this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. This is Aki Awasap of the branch of GMSLA. What a quick lesson. This one is entitled, Things Can Suddenly Change Quick. Lord willing to be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which are the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son in the Paleo Hebrew. And as always, the sit-downs, the lessons, the street speaking is for the remnant, the elect, the Israel, the Most High, and to use the gospel preach. So, just a healthy reminder that, look, our situations can change quick. Just looking at, the recent Hurricane Helene, the port strikes, you always hearing about mass layoffs. You're hearing about robbing, looting in certain places. At a moment's notice, our situations can change drastically. So we want to keep the mindset that, look, this place isn't our rest. And Lord willing, we'll start there. Okay. We're going to start here in Micah, the 2nd chapter. And once again, Lord willing, you be edified. And this is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart. The way you arise is you come in the truth. All right. When it's in Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter, it speaks about the Spirit entered into me and it stood me on my feet, and I heard him that spake unto me. So the way you arise is you get this information and it brings you out of that lower state, that state of ignorance, not knowing your nationality, not knowing the names of your power, not knowing who your enemies are, and most importantly, not knowing the time and seasons. As you arise out of that dead state, you're privy to the secrets and the mysteries of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know the things that will shortly come to pass. And depart. Now, you don't physically depart. You don't get a passport and you run up out of Babylon the Great, which is America. How you depart is you return unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, through this information, through repentance. For this is not your rest. Rest meaning comfort. We can't get comfortable here. Going back to the title, things can change in a moment's notice. All right, because it is polluted, it's defiled. It's defiled with all the lies, the robbery, the pseudo knowledge, the pseudo wisdom, technology, science, innovation, American culture, the false sense of hope, false sense of inequality, right? This place is just polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. So if you don't arise, you don't get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you stand upon your feet, and you still laying in the street of this place, you're going to get destroyed, all right, because you're in a state of darkness. But the point is, look, our situations can drastically change in a moment's notice, all right? Why? Because this place isn't our rest. Now, there is this precept of the day from King James Bible Online. It's from Psalm 34:4, and you got to stay in the Psalms, man. A lot of the Psalms are written by King David, and oftentimes it'll say a psalm of degrees, which that word degrees means to lift up. The Psalms are supposed to lift you up, all right? It says, I sought Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. How do you seek the Lord? You seek the Lord out of the book, all right? And then as you get built up in the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you offer your body as a living sacrifice. Then when you make your prayers and your supplications, as it says here, and he heard me, the Lord starts dealing with you and delivered me from all my fears. Now, we've been, grown accustomed to Babylon culture and all that, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he's transitioned us out of the spirit of the world to come into faith. All right, like I mentioned earlier, through the spirit, he has made us privy to the secrets and the mysteries, certain prophecies that will come to pass and certain events that will take place leading up to our Lord Yahweh Shai coming. All right, so we understand that, look, things are going to get worse here. But, we are in the flesh, so there's certain fears that may come upon you, certain mortal thoughts that will come upon you, to try to, get you in that spirit of fear. But you got to understand that the Lord has delivered us from these fears. It speaks about the elect getting delivered from this place. And Lord willing, we are part of that number. So as it says here, and delivered me from all my fears, worrying about, when it go down, where I'm going to be at, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. See, this is the time right now where you should be putting your stock in faith, investing in faith. All right, as you go through your trials, tribulations, lower states, and afflictions, you know, don't think it's strange. Number one, concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you. So, we understand that this is a part of the faith, suffering. But while we are going through our sufferings, we have to have the mindset that, look, this is strengthening me for what's to come, you know. It says from the top, I sought Yahweh, all right? First and foremost, you seek the Lord by, getting this information. But, it's not limited to, praying and, building up your spiritual connection with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And he heard me. He heard your prayers. He starts dealing with you and delivered me from all my fears. So, we in the flesh, we're going to have certain fears. All right, we're not perfect. We're not mighty men. You know what I'm saying? So, we all have certain fears. But, as we seek the Lord, he's going to hear us and he's going to deliver us from these fears. Now, one of the things that I want to get that's kind of centered around this lesson is that how suddenly, things can change. Let me see. Let me do Apocrypha only. Let me see. Give me 1 second. KJV, suddenly. Because the scriptures tell us how things can suddenly change. This is 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter. And 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, goes into the end of Esau's world and these different signs that will be happening to let us know what time and season that we're in. I'm going to start at the 21st verse. I'll start at the 20th verse. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, talking about this rulership of the Edomites, then will I show these tokens. Tokens are signs. The book shall be opened before the firmament, going into this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, being sent out by way of the internet, which the satellites are in the firmament or the heavens. The books is the scripts. And they shall all see together. And they shall see all together, talking about the elect. All right. It says, and the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The woman with child shall bring forth untimely children. That's going into premature babies. And the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, have given Esau this technology to be able to preserve children if they come out of the womb at 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, of 3 or 4 months old. And they shall live and be raised up. Once again, that's through Esau's technology that the Heavenly Father gave him. Here's a point, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. What's the sown places? Businesses, grocery stores, Walmart, Target. And we saw a glimpse on how that could possibly happen with this recent port strike that took place in the East Coast. They were saying how, this could potentially cause supply chain chaos, supply chain shortages, so on and so forth. It says the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So things can suddenly change here, so don't get too comfortable. We got different affairs in this life that, we think about: children, job, certain possessions. But in the back of our mind, we have to have the mindset that things can drastically change on a moment's notice. Things can suddenly change, all right? And the trumpet shall give a sound, which we out there on the highways and the byways blowing that trumpet, all right, edifying, teaching, and preaching, which when every man heareth it, they shall suddenly be afraid. Yeah, because we don't speak peace to this place. We speak destruction. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, civil unrest, sedition, anarchy, chaos, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs and the fountains shall stand still. It's going to be a famine in the word. You ain't going to be able to get this wisdom, which is likened unto rivers of living water or fountains. In 3 hours they shall not run. So, You know, things can suddenly change. You know, we can be on the internet putting our videos up. It could be a T attack and all the videos is down. You know, so just a healthy, mindset to have is that things can suddenly change, man. Don't take this truth for granted. Don't take the brotherhood for granted. Don't take these videos for granted, because we in a time where the Lord is finna sweep Babylon, all right, straight into the trash. So I'm going to leave it at that. Just a quick lesson that was on my spirit. Lord willing, it was edifying to the Lord's elect. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, Akim. Stay watching, stay strong. Shalom.